Sup Everybody? Hope all of y'all are doing undeniably fan-freaking-tastic out there. It's Monday, and you know what that means. It's vlog day once again. This vlog right here, it might be a doozy. I'm gonna have to address some very uncomfortable things in this vlog. This week I had every intention of talking about something. I already knew what I had to talk about heading into this week's vlog. I had the intention of reading a letter expressing all of my recent frustrations from the current wrestling business, and chances are my mind would have ended up turning that into an emotional roller coaster that would have made me vent about a heck of a lot more than I intended to. I do still have a copy of that letter, by the way, and so far only two particular people have read that letter. At the time of filming this, only 2 people have read that letter, and I'm not going to say who they are. If they're out there watching, they know who they are. But it was this past Thursday and Friday that somebody talked me out of it. They really talked me out of doing it for today. And at this point, I feel like if I was to go ahead and just do what my original plans, that would have been disrespectful to them. Okay? But you can pretty much say that somebody has talked me off this ledge, basically. I have been talked off this ledge from, metaphorically speaking, committing career suicide. But I just need you to understand where my mind's at right now. Because what better time for me to address what's going on in this noggin of mine than right here in the midst of April. April being nicknamed or dubbed Autism Awareness Month. And I know I've preached this time and time again. You could have autism awareness all month, but there was several people out there, dozens, if not hundreds, if not thousands of people that can have autism awareness all month, but they're going to draw the line at autism acceptance. And that goes for a lot of people, including myself. And I say that because there's been plenty of times where I could not accept myself. And heck, it's almost like God is throwing every piece of paranoia back at me almost. I'm not blaming God specifically for this, but what I mean by saying that is that this is the last full calendar month for me to have right here in my 20s. I'm turning 30 on May 4th. And it's almost like that right now, at this current stage of my life, I am walking through a valley of looking at all of my past failures, all of my past regrets. I am walking through all of the shame of my past. And it's like coming back and it's biting me right now. Right now, I am at one of the lowest points for my professional wrestling career. Right now, I feel like I'm at one of the lowest points possible for my entire history here on SSP. Like financially, emotionally, mentally, I am just getting rocked from every single angle. And I'll admit, I'm hurting everywhere right now. And if it wasn't for the good Lord trying to give me faith, then I probably wouldn't keep going. I want to quit. It is easy for me to quit, okay? but I can't. I, I mentally and emotionally cannot convince myself to quit because spiritually, God's got me hanging on. And like I'll admit, like also through all this shame that I've been feeling, through all this regret that I've been feeling, I'll be honest. Right now, I'm feeling desperate. I am. I'm trying to share my Teespring a lot more. Which, by the way, cheap plug. Please go buy something from my Teespring. I could really use it right now. I got new items available for sale over there. Um, I feel desperate because like I'm. To make a long story short, well, I've already addressed this a couple weeks ago on Sup Everybody. I already said that I may have lost my hometown wrestling career. I mean, yeah, sure, I can go ahead and wrestle in other cities. Right now, as we speak, I've got 6 more bookings between now and mid-June. Just not for Action Pack Wrestling. But deep down, yes, I do feel desperate wanting to get back into that particular ring. I do. I feel desperate missing that hometown crowd interaction, you know? I'm also feeling desperate here on YouTube because, like, I am staring down the barrel at another anniversary coming up on May 29th, and somehow or another I need to make 9 more subscribers just so I can avoid saying, hey, this is the lowest amount of subs I made in a year so far. I don't want to make that announcement 2 years in a row. I don't. I'm feeling desperate because like since October, like I kept asking myself, and I've been in deep prayer about this. I was asking God to show me my place in the world. I was asking God to show me that clique of friends that was like there for me. Show me that physical in-person support system. And and maybe even though they're like far off right now, even though they're like not here in person, I do have a support system. But it's just that in-person interaction, you know, like because I've always been feeling like a misfit for a long time. I kept getting asked why fit in when I can stand out. Okay, bet I'll stand out. I'll stand out of the wrestler's locker room. I'll stand out of your friendship circle. I'll stand out of the way. I'll stand out of your videos. I'll stand out of the spotlight. I, and my prayers kept continuing. I keep praying, where do I belong? Part of me is convinced that like part of me is convinced that maybe I don't belong in wrestling. Part of me is convinced that maybe I don't belong on YouTube. But then God gave me a reality check. If I wasn't meant to wrestle, if I wasn't meant to be on YouTube, why would God bless me with this creativity? Why would God line up for my testimony to match the start of my wrestling career? When I explain my wrestling career, I cannot do that without explaining my testimony. They go hand in hand. And I've been wondering what my purpose is. And folks, I'll be honest. This part's hard right here. And this part might actually be taken out of context by some ugly, nasty people out there. I really did not want to admit this. But like, due to everything going bad this year, I've been trying to ask myself, what business do I have being alive? Yes, I have had those thoughts. Okay, I've had those thoughts, like the worst thoughts you could possibly think about for somebody in my position. And like I could have swore I said this a couple of years ago on another vlog. Like I thought that I still feel that maybe my purpose was to be an inspiration for other people dealing with mental health issues out there. I wanted to dedicate my performances in wrestling, and I think about it, not just wrestling now. I want to dedicate all my performances, not just in the ring, but also here on YouTube as well. I am dedicating this channel and all of my matches to those who suffer from mental health issues. Anybody that's on the spectrum with me, and this spectrum, it is very vast and it is very wide. But like, through all this desperation, I've also been wondering, like, am I supposed to feel grateful for this? Am I? Like, taking my current status in wrestling, for example. Me feeling heartbroken that I can't wrestle in my hometown anymore. That's just a theory, by the way. I felt like maybe I was fizzling out. I thought that maybe, just maybe, like, I was losing my value. And like, I was thinking, am I supposed to feel grateful for this? Am I supposed to feel happy that even though it's gone, I'm supposed to feel happy that it happened regardless? Even though I've reached the end of my story, that I'm supposed to be happy that I had a story to begin with? Even though my story may look like it's through, am I supposed to feel grateful that I had a story to begin with? Remember that word story. We're going to address that here in a minute. I was wondering if I'm supposed to feel grateful that I have an opportunity to just play the music, or if I'm supposed to be grateful that I just have an opportunity to announce. Maybe I am. Maybe I am supposed to be more grateful that I'm just barely crawling through. Because there's people out there that don't even have the ability to crawl through their life. Maybe I'm supposed to say, thank God I'm crawling. Maybe I'm not running, maybe I'm not walking. But I guess as long as I'm crawling, that's all that matters, right? Am I supposed to feel grateful that I'm fighting alone? Like, I keep looking around for somebody, literally anybody that might resemble my story, but I can't find anybody. I feel like people are ashamed of me right now. Any supporters I have, any friends I might have out there, I feel like there's plenty of people that's like downright ashamed of me. Ashamed of me that I couldn't be more. I'm ashamed of myself for that very reason too. That I couldn't be more. And Queen Enterprises, if you're out there watching, yes, I love you. Everybody knows that I love Queen Enterprises. But Queen Enterprises, she could tell you firsthand that maybe, just maybe I doubt myself. I do, and I can't deny that. I doubt myself because, like, when it comes to my relationship with Queen Enterprises, like, she could tell you firsthand that I keep telling her that she can do better. But she doesn't think that. Queen Enterprises sees value in me, and I don't know why. Queen, if you're out there watching, thank you for seeing something in me that I don't even see in myself. Again, like I keep asking myself if I'm supposed to feel grateful that I'm fighting alone. Like there is some people on my Facebook right now that's telling me that I'm supposed to just accept that nobody has a right to defend me. Nobody has a right to be there for me. Oh, but I can say that closed mouths don't get fed, but then I gotta feed myself. But every time I open my mouth, people higher than me tells me to shut my mouth. Like to this day, I am still downright afraid to get angry, because most of the time when I do get mad or when I do get angry, something happens that makes me feel ashamed of myself. Like I'm the one in the wrong. Another thing I keep asking myself is, am I supposed to feel grateful that I'm failing? Remember that word failure, we're going to also address that here in a minute too. But the reason I say I'm wondering if I'm supposed to be grateful for failing is that, like, I see everything I want to do. I see everything that I feel like I need to do. I see, like, everything that I should have done years ago by now. But apparently life isn't a race. Apparently life isn't a race. And I don't know what my success is supposed to entail. In my mind, my success is being a famous professional wrestler, being a big YouTuber, but maybe that could never be the case. Maybe that can never be the case, no matter how hard I work for it. It's called fate. I keep asking if I'm supposed to be grateful for all these closed doors. If I'm supposed to be grateful for the opportunities that I'm not getting. Because only Lord knows what will happen if I was able to get everything I want. Lord knows how my life would have turned out if I was born into a bigger city, into a bigger state, with more opportunities, with better jobs, with better financial blessings. I don't know what God was thinking, placing me in my current predicament to lead me to you right now in this very moment. Only God knows the true reason. Only God knows why he decided to put me in this small podunk little town with so many financial issues, with so little opportunity to grow, but like with also so much passion, with so much stuff in this brain of mine. God knows what he's doing. And I know he has better intentions for me than I could ever dream of. And nobody else walking this earth needs to give two craps about what my best intentions may be. Nobody has to care about me. People have their own goals. People have their own dreams. People have their own visions. And if it doesn't include me, so be it. If it doesn't, if it's not for my best intentions, so be it. It's not about me. It's never been about me. And congratulations to Cody Rhodes becoming WWE Champion. He finished his story, about ready to start another one. But like, I heard it in church this morning from a guest speaker. Like, Most of our testimonies, no, it is not our stories. The story that I'm trying to tell in this life of mine, it shouldn't be my story. It's God's story, because He gets the glory. And again, like, here I am, right now, staring on the barrel of being 30 years old, looking back at my 20s, thinking about all that wasted potential that I'm ashamed about. And like, I keep telling myself that I've just been failing all this time. And I don't know what my success is supposed to entail. Like, I have some people telling me that yes, life is a race. Hurry up and get it already. But there's other people telling me that success comes at its own time. And I have conflicting thoughts in this brain of mine. And I just keep praying through all of it. And I got to take this time to quote Paul Heyman right quick. Paul Heyman said that I don't believe in failure, only detours on the road to success. He also said that in his Hall of Fame speech, it's about failing 100 times and getting up on the 101st. And honestly, I don't know how many more times I can fall. I don't know how many. I'm just going to be honest. I don't know how many more times I can fall. I am hurt everywhere. My mind is hurt. My spirit is hurt. My body is hurt. And I feel like I'm hurting myself for nothing. I don't know what's next for me. I'm sick and tired of being afraid, okay? I'm sick and tired of being afraid. I'm sick and tired of being antsy. I'm sick and tired of people telling me how I'm supposed to feel. No matter what, I'm feeling the wrong thing apparently. And the fact that I'm supposed to act professional through all of this. I'm supposed to put on a happy face and just say, thank you, Lord. Is that supposed to be my mentality right now? It is. I can thank God for so much right now. Thank God I have 509 subscribers. Thank God for these 6 bookings I got coming up soon. Thank God for that one person that pressed the like button. Thank God for that one person that left a comment for me. Thank God for those people that are praying for me right now. God knows that there's specific reasons why I can't have what I want. I swear, my 20s are going out kicking and screaming, aren't they? Aren't they? My mind is just a labyrinth of stuff right now. I don't know what's going to happen when I reach 30 years old. Like I'm saying, there's supposed to be some kind of big climactic finish to my 20s. Like I'm ending this age of what was supposed to be the year of me being 20 fine. I wanted 29 to be 20 fine. It wasn't. I wanted 28 to be the year of 20 greatness, and yeah, there was some great moments when I was 28. And and I'm trying to call, I'm trying to nickname my 30s my purdy 30s, because I'm expecting something beautiful to happen. I'm trying to have faith that like there's a reason why I'm going through all of this mental and emotional turmoil right now. Right now, with like a lot of stuff going on. On one hand, a lot of stuff is going on, but on another hand, like I am missing a lot right now. It, it's I am going through a very rough transitional phase at the moment. But look, I gotta wrap this vlog on up. Um, we're already past 25 minutes, I think, and I've only got like 29 minutes to spare per camera shot. Um, thank you all for tuning in. Um, if you haven't already seen it, I uploaded 4 reactions this past week on the reaction channel. One for the Mask vs. Deadpool, one for the Joker trailer, one for the Beetlejuice trailer, one for the Family Guy Simpsons crossover. But I do have an upload schedule for this week. Y'all stay tuned, and I am going live with Queen Enterprises this Friday, 7 p.m. Mark your calendars, mark your clocks, whatever. Pray for me. We're right here in the final countdown for my 20s. We're going out kicking and we're going out screaming. And until next time, make sure all of you remember to be outrageously optimistic year round. Booyah. I'm out. I love you all. And here comes my hug of appreciation. Bye.